I'm ready to finally tell you why I've been struggling so much with deadlines. And I said, oh, like, great. Hopefully this is something that we can fix.
Chris Distefano talks about you in his recent...
So I think the response to Hasan and Jeff has been mostly positive, right?
Yeah, Hasan's a little different. He's very divisive. Like, it's
Sure.
a lot of, like, you either love him or you hate him.
Right.
And so if you go look at the comments, it's basically like, oh, Chris, yeah, I'm unsubscribing now because of this song, bro. I thought you were better than this.
Right.
But there's also a lot, like, you guys barely touched politics, maybe towards the end, but like I thought it was a good conversation. It was fun.
Yeah, see, and I'm a big thing. It's like I get people comment, I get it, but I'll say what I said on previous episodes. It's like I didn't know Hasan at all, so it's like I'm not going to judge. To me, it's like someone who would say they would unsubscribe to a pod or even get mad, where it's like you don't know this guy at all. You just know the edited videos of what he's putting up. It's like, dude, stop. Like, how do you get through life like that? Like being so angry at someone you don't know that you've only seen in clips.
The only person to be mad at Hasan is John.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, he was roasting the thumbnails.
He got back at him though. Well, look, Hasan said to John, you got to be shameless. You know, you got to just like, you know, put in, even if you only talk about it for a few seconds, you got to put it in the thumbnail. So John put the Twin Towers in the thumbnail.
Glad you're starting to control the narrative about you out there. Bro, it's not even a controlling the narrative. It's just me being a normal human being. There is 0% chance if I talk to someone who's like not been brain broken about all the clips that they've seen, or even if they have seen clips, if I hang out with someone in real life as a normal person, they're not going to be like, this guy sucks. I'm just a regular person, dude. I think we oftentimes get like misguided and have like a false sense of how things actually are in the real world as a consequence of like how people operate online. It's a genuinely weird phenomena, and I'll admit impacts even the person himself. Like sometimes I think, damn man, I must be a real piece of shit or something, you know? Like it has the capacity to even change your perspective about people that you like. It even has the capacity to change your perception of yourself. Are you saying this? You're doing a character when you're streaming? No, dummy. I'm saying that who I am while I'm streaming is the same person I am off camera. The difference is the way that people can manipulate who you are when you're streaming through clips and through like massaging a narrative or whatever is very different than like actually being in the presence of a human being. You know what I mean? I don't know how to describe this. Like, how have we gotten to a point where I got to be like, hey man, it's different when you link up with someone in the real world as opposed to like the perceptions that you generate off of them, off of online clips. Like, is that like, how am I supposed to explain this to people? You gotta be hyper online not to recognize it. Also, many of your haters don't understand your sarcasm and dry humor. That too. I mean, you're definitely on when you're streaming. It's a different version of you for sure. I think being a professional, I have developed, like I've even noticed on my own, like even when I'm around people, before the cameras turn on, I sometimes just like hold it in a little bit lately in comparison to how I am when I'm on camera and I'm live. I'm like boom, 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 boom. But like otherwise, I'm like a normal person. You know what I mean? I'm just a dude. Like if you have one way or another like these incredibly passionate opinions about how much of an evil person I am, like that's probably very unhinged and very unwell for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought it was good. I thought it was a good convo. He made me feel better actually about like what he said, like working out when we were talking about like guys who are jacked and ripped. Like he was like, yeah, but like I don't want to look like that's too much effort. Like I don't want to look like that. Like he feels like he's at peace with himself.
And then Jeff the week before was like, I'm obsessed with being ripped.
Right.
But like Hasan is like twice the size of Jeff.
Yeah, but Jeff is more cut.
Ripped. Yeah.
Hassan is like, but
He's
I'll
big,
say this,
dude, big.
We talked about this last week. You know, you go to the gym for men, you judge men's bodies.
Yeah.
If you had to have one, whose body would you rather have?
Probably Hasan,
right?
Just a big boy, because
yeah.
Jeff is like he's ripped, but it's
dude,
like
grass is always greener, dude. Jeff is so cut. He's so shredded. I mean, he's too shredded. It feels crazy how shredded he is. It feels illegal. You know what I mean?
it's too dainty for me. And I don't.
Also, hey, there you go. Another point for Hasi. Let's go, dude. Hasi supremacy in here, okay? Yeah, guess what, Jeff? Your reign is over, son.
I don't
Hasan's
like.
a monster. Hasan's like a brick shit house. When he walked in, I was like, "That's."
He looks like he should work on a farm or some shit.
He's a big boy.
Oh.
He's a big Turkish farm boy.
Is he? If all of your guests got into a fight, do you think it would be Hasan?
Recent guests, yeah.
But all time.
Wait,
I mean,
did
who
you
else-
have?
I mean,
that
Brendan
chick
Schaub will
fighter?
kill everybody.
The Brooklyn.
Oh,
chick?
Heather.
Heather Hardy.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? Why am I blanking on his name?
Did you have an MMA fight?
You had the wrestler on.
Oh yeah, you had the wrestler
Anthony-
Anthony Bowens.
Anthony.
Where are they finding these clip videos of Hasan? Most I get are edits of his armpit. Good. That's why you're in here right now. That's why the thirst talks are working. That's my whole point. We do these thirst talks because we flood the marketplace. Because there's one thing that the haters can't take away, and that is like the way I look and the way people perceive me. You know what I mean? Haters can just like clip anything out of context and be like, "Oh, he sucks. He's he's stupid. He's wrong. He loves the Russian invasion of Ukraine. He blah 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 blah." Like all this shit, right? Like that are just lies. But they can clip it in a way where they can massage the narrative. But the one thing they can't take away is like when they post up on those pities. Okay, when they post the pities, like what are you gonna do? They can't take the pits away. It's why it's like pretty funny where they instead of showing me half the time on the thumbnails now, instead of putting photos of me on the thumbnails, they'll like draw me ugly. You wore sleeveless all Pride Month, ally card revoked. What are you guys talking about? I literally went to the Pride parade without sleeves on. What are we talking about? Oh, that only counted for that day? Yeah, well, sorry. Okay, today this is the most you're gonna get. Anyway, this is the funny little thing that happened. BruceDropEmOff got a fat kick contract, went over there in a shocking turn of events, was saying some stuff about how he was laughing along when people were saying like Hasan and stuff, which I've never even remotely said anything bad about him. So I thought that was very strange. Well, now he's back.
Worst side being on kick for the year. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's the worst time I've ever had in streaming. The beginning was cool, but I learned so much shit behind the scenes from like being behind the scenes and knowing shit, and it just kind of my love for streaming being on that site, if I'm being honest with you, because I got lazy. And yeah, you niggas probably seen the number that I was making an hour. I ain't gonna say if it's true or not, because that ain't none of y'all goddamn business. But you know what I'm saying? It killed my motivation for it because it was no creativity within it. It's just do the craziest shit or you're lame, or it's like go outside and argue with a nigga, or you're lame. Or
they were like, you have to hire actors that you will call a file on camera.
A dick on stream, or nigga, you're Quilly. It didn't make sense, chat. It never made sense at all.
He was literally watching Netflix 4 hours a day for 10 months. I mean, good, great, wonderful. Bruce got sick of shitting on you with his contract too much. Don't defend Bruce. Man, shut the fuck up, chatters. Okay? I don't believe anything Bruce says. He's a pathological liar. He switched up on Kai and Rage. His viewership fell off on Kick, so he came back to Twitch. That's simple. I'm not even personally saying that he's like a saint or anything like that. I don't watch Kick, okay? So I have no clue what he was up to. I don't need to know the lore behind this. I don't care, okay? A lot of you guys seem like you're fans or something, and you've been like wronged personally, slighted personally by him because he didn't stream enough or some shit. I don't give a All I'm saying is, personally, this is the least shocking turn of events, okay? The quick lore is that he legitimately lost his mind when he went to Kick, burned all his bridges during an episode. Now he's back trying to rebuild the community he himself admits he destroyed by going to Kick. That's basically the past year summed up. Anyway, another HasanAbi prediction comes true. Yeah, I mean, listen, I said it from the jump, okay, that the Kick bag is going to dry out eventually. All these people that went there, all these people that ran over there, that originally went there, are inevitably going to be grossed out by the platform in general. Because if you yourself are presenting the platform as like, you know, a place for everyone that has been pushed aside for one reason or another because they violated terms of service in other platforms and shit like that, then inevitably Kick has a place for you. Yeah, okay. Well, then if you're not going to moderate your platform, it's going to turn into a file Nazi platform, which it did. Okay, it literally did. You think XG is going to re-up his Kick contract? I don't know. It is not very shocking that this happened, that these guys are leaving the platform and saying like this shit sucks. It's impressive how wide the disgust for Kick is though. Like even if you're a freak and don't care about them buddying up the Nazis. There's something about the site you'll find disgusting. Yeah, there's some for everybody there. Have you seen what Nick Merckx did? No. Have you seen the Pokimane editor thing? No. Oh, is it the one where the editor was like, I'm f***ing off to you too hard, so I can't actually, make videos on time? Yeah, I've had a similar problem with Austinox, really. Yeah, I shouldn't even be joking about that. It's gross. I thought that was old drama like a year ago. She cleared it up and said that wasn't the exact case. He wasn't jerking off to her, just jerking off too much in general. Oh, you reacted too quickly there without having all the information, bucko. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I've been investing my time into, I don't know, covering Israel's ethnic cleansing campaign in Gaza and haven't spent the adequate amount of time learning about the minutia of the Pokimane editor saga. That's crazy. I apologize that I didn't give that enough attention. I'm sorry. How dare I cover unimportant things?
Hey, do you have time to talk? I'm ready to finally tell you why I've been struggling so much with deadlines. And I said, oh, like, great. Hopefully this is something that we can fix. Tell me why he proceeds to tell me that the reason why he would sometimes turn around videos a week or two late is because he couldn't stop touching himself. I was trying to pick which word to use. To me, his, in a way, employer of many, many months. When I tell you I've never halted a conversation so fast, because I'm like, you are the person that I send like hours of footage to. I don't want to know what you're.
Yeah, I guess she was saying like telling that to me, her employer, and not like she's off to me specifically. She apparently said that it was actually that he was addicted to, told it to her as an employer. She worded it like he revealed it. Yeah, no, I understood that. And you say addiction isn't harmful. Yeah, dude, I don't know what to explain. I don't know how to like deal with that personally. Skill issue, I guess. Okay. Thank you for the dozens of editor applications sent to my email today, Lamafail, but this happened years ago. Also, the tweet wording and kind of misleading. He said this to me, but didn't directly say it was about me. Either way, the convo ended and working relationship ended. Wow. Pokimane firing people for addictions. You see that? Can't believe that she fired someone who was an addict. You, madam, are about to have a lawsuit on your hands. If it's disrupting your daily activities, like your job as Pokimane's editor, for example, then you need like medical research to be conducted on you so that we can understand exactly what the hell is going on inside of that brain, okay? It's just because there's probably a lot more than just like being addicted to gooning. Oh my God. Oh, here's the Felix tweet. Classic. I think addiction is one of those things like ghost encounters and missing flights. It can only happen to you if you're deeply stupid. It's something a lower primate would have happened to them. Wow, I can't go to work. I love tugging on my shit too much. I've retweeted this and also talked about this on stream before and people got real mad at me about it.